Good evening, all you cool cats and kittens. My name is Dennis. You already know the drill. Hit that subscribe button, leave a like on this video, and let's get to it. So I want to start off by saying that Breaking Bad is possibly one of my top favorite show, top 5 at the very least. I mean, it ranks up there with South Park, the first 3 seasons of Power Rangers, like just all-time greats. And I love it. I cannot get enough of it. Every 2 to 3 years, I'll actually end up rewatching the entirety of Breaking Bad, which I am currently on season 4, because I started getting bored, so I needed something to watch, and I didn't really want to invest into anything new, so I jumped back into this. It is, let's say, it's kind of like a security blanket for me, and I can always go back to the show and really enjoy it. Since I haven't seen this in a while, I think since 2019, if I remember correctly, I'm watching this with like a brand new set of eyes. So I'm catching little things here and there. And plus, you know, I kind of got into that whole color theory. So that's really interesting to look at as you're watching this. However, there is one scene in season 4, episode 5, where they actually show Walt and Skyler signing for the car wash. I know, spoilers, they buy a car wash. That's it. I just ruined the show for everybody. It's like, what is it at this point? It's 14 years since this show debuted. I cannot believe this show's this old. The show looks great. Anyway, so we're going to turn our attention to the monitor, where I have Breaking Bad season 4 episode 5 pulled up, entitled Shotgun. And this is where they decide they want to buy the car wash. Well, okay, they've already decided they wanted to buy the car wash, but this is where the real magic happens. So we're gonna come over here and we're gonna start this. Also, if this camera is out of focus, I'm sorry. I don't know why it's not focusing up. It's actually really, it must be on manual or something. I think I must have messed with it earlier. I'm sorry about that. Anyway, so here we go. Right off the bat, let's start with these little sign here stickies. So if you're doing a little prep work and you have the documents in front of you and everything in your office, at home, wherever, you can do a little prep work by actually going through these documents and putting the sign here stickies for every single part that the signer needs to sign. Alternatively, you can take a highlighter and go over everything, but a sign here, I think it looks a little neater without having to mark up the pages for whatever reason. I gotta talk over this. Said every moment of every day.
Perfectly normal.
It's perfectly normal.
But your expectations are realistic.
They're
You have a
realistic.
good, solid business plan. I'm feeling very confident.
Just talking over it so I don't get
Excellent job
marked
making this work.
or flagged. Uh-oh. Walt. Walt.
You good?
Are you? Are you good?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's pause it there. And did you see anything wrong with that? Anything at all? You know, maybe you did, maybe you didn't. I don't know. Because at first, I never thought anything was wrong when I was first watching this show. And every single time I would come back to this series, I didn't think anything was wrong. Here's the main thing that is wrong. Let's see if we can go back and just a tad. We're gonna go back to him talking. Okay. If you are a Notary Public and you are at a signing with whomever, doesn't matter if it's friend, family, someone you don't know, someone that has to bring in extra witnesses because they don't have an ID, never, ever give advice that could possibly sway your client to one direction or another. What he did just here could easily get his commission revoked. And once you do that, you're done. You cannot become a Notary Public again within the state that you're in. He's in New Mexico, but I'd imagine the laws pertaining to stuff like that are pretty much all the same. See, and you could even say that his words of wisdom swayed her, to sign. Obviously, when you're going to make a big purchase like this, you damn right you're having second thoughts. Why wouldn't you? I mean, it would be kind of weird if you didn't, but she's having second thoughts. She almost doesn't want to sign. However, when he starts talking, you could actually see him almost swaying her towards signing. Because if she decided not to sign, or if both of them decided not to sign and buy the car wash, he would be out whatever he is getting paid. I would wager to guess for something as big as this, it would probably be maybe over 200 bucks. I have not notarized packets such as that. I've never had anybody buy a business under my watch. So I could be right, I could be wrong. Okay, they're signing. Okay, here is one thing. This is not a law or requirement or anything like that. It is just something that you should do if you're a notary or if you're thinking about becoming a notary. You can't really see it here because of the lens being out of focus. Anyway, so if you look down here, everything, this signature right here, and I'd imagine every other signature is in black. Something you want to do if you're a notary doing a signing is make sure that everybody signs in blue pen. When you look at a document, you know that whatever is signed in blue, that's the original. That is the one they physically signed. So once you photocopy it, it comes out black, you know it's a copy. And also you could tell that they're using black pens because none of them had the, I don't have a blue pen around me, but, oh, here we go. So any good blue pen, I think these are good anyways, will have blue, it's not gonna focus, but you can see how there's blue on it versus a black pen, which doesn't have any of the blue markings on it. So that's kind of, I figured they were just signing in black, but goddamn it, Vince Gilligan, if you want to put so much energy into making everything authentic, have them sign in blue. So that is the notary seal that he would stamp on whatever page has a jurat or an acknowledgement on it. He would stamp that as his, well, I mean, it's basically a stamp of approval. All stamps, including mine, they're going to have your full name that you signed up under. They're going to have your commission number. They're going to have your state. They're going to have your Notary Public title on it. This one just straight up says Notary Public, New Mexico. Doesn't have the guy's name on it. Doesn't have his commission number on it. But again, that might be going into a realm that I don't know because, like I said, every state is different. And you can say that. And as you can see, Walt has his ID out. Skylar's putting her ID away as well. ID is going to be the absolute most basic and easiest way to confirm somebody's identity. It can be expired up to 5 years. So let's say it expires this year. We could go back to the issuing date. We could go all the way back to 2017. Anything before that, you can't use it. And the last thing I want to touch up on, just, you know, to throw this out there, the dude is wearing a suit and tie. I mean, he's dressed to the nines. He looks like an upper echelon banker. But when it comes to notary, there is no dress code per se. You can show up in a Speedo, halter top, sandals, and a fanny pack. However, if you're trying to build your own client base, it's probably a good idea to wear a dress shirt, nice slacks, clean shoes, and just make sure your hair is not all. So that's going to do it for me. I just wanted to go over that scene because I came across it, like I said, the other night, and I just found it really interesting that they would place a little bit of emphasis on a notary public like this. And I just wanted to point out just those couple of things because you never, ever, ever want to sway your client in any sort of way. So I want to touch on that just a tiny bit more. Your job as a notary public is to sit there, make sure the person is who they say they are, using a driver's license or another form of identification. You're just making sure they are who they say they are. That's Skylar White. That's Walter White. And you are just there witnessing them producing their signature onto the signing packet. Now, let's say Walt Jr. waltzed into the dining room and say he signed his mom's name for whatever reason. Right there, either the signing would be over or the notary would mark it out, place an initial next to it, and have Skylar sign above or next to it. So that's going to be it for me. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful night. My name is Dennis. Make sure you subscribe to this channel and also leave a like on this video so more people can see it. And I'll see you in the next video.